Now, they announced him a little while ago, but it's finally time to check out what Fenix is all about in StarCraft 2. He's going to be the latest co-op commander, and he's currently being rolled out. Now, as of me recording this video right now, he's only available on the Southeast Asian server, a server that I personally don't play on because the ping is absolutely terrible. But one of the things that you may have already noticed is that I've got practically no level ups here whatsoever, and neither does my ally. Now, of course, we are going to be playing a brutal mission with level 1 commanders, which is going to be a little bit tricky, but let's figure out what Fenix is all about. So he's going to be the Purifier Executor. He's got 3 different sets of armor, and I've briefly checked out what he is all about, but I wanted to figure it out together instead and just sort of, you know, learn everything as I go. So first off, we got the Praetor armor. Deploy Fenix as a durable melee unit with area attacks and damage absorption. We got the Solarite Dragoon. Deploy Fenix as a powerful ranged unit that can unleash a devastating assault. And then we got the Champion AI. Load the personality of Protoss heroes into your army units, granting them increased stats and new abilities. So Fenix himself will be walking on the battlefield. He can actually switch between the different modes that he's got on the fly, which should be a lot of fun. And then last but not least, like it says right there, the Champion AI, it basically allows you to make individual units significantly more powerful. At the very least, if I understand correctly. But first off, he's going to be recommended for experienced players. We can control Fenix on a mission with variable combat modes, and we can call upon legendary Protoss heroes to lead the Purifier forces. As far as the units go, I got the Legionnaire, an extremely powerful melee warrior, can be upgraded to use charge. We got the Conservator, not the Sentry rather, the Conservator apparently. Robotic support unit can use protective field and phasing mode. We've got the Adept, a ranged specialist, can be upgraded to use psionic projection. We got the Immortal, an Assault Strider, can use Barrier to absorb damage. We got the Colossus, a Battle Strider with powerful area attack, can walk up and down cliffs. We got a Disruptor, which will not be available for a little while. We got the Observer, a Flying Spy. Cloak renders the unit invisible to enemies without detection. We got the Scout. And this is one for you, you know, StarCraft 1 players out there. We got the Scout, the versatile, high-speed fighter. We got the Carrier, as well as the Photon Cannon. Now, currently, and I don't really want to spoil myself with all of the different upgrades, I currently only have the level 1 ability available, or the level 1 upgrade, called Variable Deployment. Fenix can warp in anywhere on the battlefield using multiple armor suit configurations. The cost of Fenix combat units is reduced by 20%. So me and Chupa have been talking for a little bit, trying to decide what mission will likely be the easiest to try on a new commander, as well as with level 1 heroes on the brutal difficulty. And we've come to the realization that Void Thrashing will probably be the easiest mission. Now, on top of that, besides Void Thrashing, they've also introduced a new map. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Right there, Site of Amon. But I'll go ahead and release a separate video on that. I'll link it down below in the description of the video later today. So we got Brutal selected, we got Fenix selected, as well as the Void Thrashing mission. I think it is time to ready up. Ooh, so here we are. Look at that interface. It's orange. I've never seen that. That's so cool. Alrighty, nice.
Well, glad to see you two could make it. Been fighting these Void Thrashers for a couple of days now. Lost a lot of good men. My base won't hold out much longer. I need you to take out those Void Thrashers before they destroy what's left of the fortress.
I was gonna say, there should be a 3rd suit available as well, but apparently you don't get that one until you level up the commander to level 3. Now you can see, the ping here is quite noticeable.
Over yonder? That's how a Thrasher appears on the battlefield. Get ready to welcome it, would ya?
It's alright, it's alright. So I don't really know exactly what kind of unit composition I should be focusing on. People have pointed out that apparently the Adepts seem awfully powerful, so I think we want to figure out if they really are. But for now, we're just going to start off right here with a Gateway. I'll follow this up right here with a Gas as well. And, you know, the fact of the matter is, right, I'm playing on a server that's quite literally on the other end of the planet for me. So there's quite a significant delay between all of my actions. It's going to be a little rough. Anyway, Chupa right now is playing with none other than Nova, which should be a really powerful commander at level 1 already as well. Regardless though, this is gonna be a little bit tricky, and I wonder if we're gonna be capable of doing this at the very first attempt. Now, it is my goal to try and check out as many of the different units as I possibly can. So I do want to try and make sure that I, you know, get a bunch of different ones out. We'll get started right here with a Cybernetic Core right away as well. And I'll queue up my very first Legionnaire. And actually, ooh, Legionnaire is not 100 minerals and not 1 supply or 2 supply right here. Look at that. He's 3 supply each. Huh. So maybe actually, yeah, they're all from the Purifier faction right there. Maybe all of the units are really expensive. So actually a sentry, or, you know, the Purifier sentry version, it's actually 80 mineral or 80 gas right there and 40 minerals. A little different right there, as well as the Adept. The Adept actually a little more expensive here as well. Normally it's only 25 gas. Very interesting. Alright. So I think I'll just get started right here with Warp Gate. I can make Warp Gate, that's pretty good. And I'll create my very first Legionnaire. We'll get at least like one of every unit, okay? If I can, I'll have that happen.
On the offensive. Prepare to defend.
So I can make all different tech paths right here, by the way. Maybe I should focus a little bit more on specific units. But you know what? First game. I'm excited. I want to check out what everything is all about. We'll probably be okay. So, I'm pretty sure the Praetor armor suit... Yeah, so he will be available in just about 30 seconds. Look at the size of that Zealot. Ooh, that's awesome. Alright, hold up. I want to build a sentry here as well, though I probably want to get away with a... Oh, God. Oh, well, I should probably fight under that circle, huh? The ping is so annoying. Always good, though. Alright, here we go. Fenix. So he's got a bunch of different abilities. And he does a lot of damage. Very good. Well, let's go ahead and grab myself the expansion then. I love the fact how everything is so yellow-orangey. You know what I mean? Like, that looks awesome. Anyway, we do need to make sure that we get ourselves an expansion out. I'll go ahead and get my Twilight Council first and focus on some gateway units.
People, that thing is spitting white-hot fire at the fortress. Taking it out is your main objective.
It will not stand against us for long.
Okay, so we got Thunderous Charge. Just like that. We got Whirlwind, which is an auto cost as well as a shield capacitator. Fully restores Phoenix's shields. Cool. So already, by the way, that thing is shooting white-hot fire. A little unfortunate. So there's Protective Field. Creates a shield that reduces all incoming damage by friendly units by 20%, as well as Facing Mode. So I'm pretty sure I can use that to warp in, right? Alright. I'll come in. Trying to come in anyway. So I can switch right here to the Dragoon suit as well. I'm not sure which is better. Look at the size of my units. That's so sick. I wonder how I make those, like, really aggressive or really powerful units, though. Well, so far, seems pretty good.
Pretty heavy fire. We gotta take these Void Thrashers down pronto.
No Stalkers or whatever available, but I'm gonna be capable of getting myself quite a few of these units. Alright, so you need a bunch of pylons here, because you cannot really afford anything if you don't. Microing as well with the delay this big is rather tricky, but I think we're going to be capable of getting this one. Nova is currently trying to take down her expansion. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do this all by myself right now, though. Although, Phoenix is really strong. Phoenix is really strong. I kind of wish I was getting my expansion already, but regardless, we get ourselves these Adepts. And there we go. So let's see, the Adepts. You have to research psionic projection at the Twilight Council. Oh. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and do so then. I'll get both of these upgrades. First off, we got charge right here for the Legionnaires, which is fair enough.
Looks like we got several risks to deal with. Hope you're up for this.
Yeah, so the hotkeys are also a little different here compared to the multiplayer. Anyway, let me get my expansion out here ASAP. Do need to get that base going, if I can at all avoid it. Or afford it, rather. Just because the more economy we get, the more easy this will become, I suppose. I'll also get myself a single forge, just because we can. I will chrono boost out more and more workers. I'll transfer those a little while later. Very good. I don't know how much gas I'm gonna need. Already I'm flooding quite a bit of it, but I can imagine once I start switching into some more, tech-based units, it's probably gonna be a good idea. So how exactly do I make the different kinds of Protoss heroes? I can't quite... I was hoping I might be able to select one of these or whatever and go from there, but apparently that's not going to be the case. Anyway, next up, I'll get myself the Stargate as well as the robotics facility. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make carriers and all the likes in this particular match, just because there's going to be quite a big variety already. But we'll transfer some workers here, and I'll queue up as many as I can. And I guess it's time to clean up some more of the map. Actually, they may have changed this map out a little. Okay, actually, no, never mind. We should be good here. No. Things are a little different. Anyway, so I can switch right here to the Dragoon suit.
Enemy strike force. Be ready.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use that right now. So it makes him into a Dragoon instead, and he's got Solar Cannon, Solarite Flare, as well as Arsenal Overcharge. Apparently that one is incredibly good. Alright, we'll need to take this out, though. We'll need to take these units out. Actually, we may already be a little late here, because she's gonna take a lot of damage. Alright, time for the overcharge. So I'm pretty sure this will reduce the cooldowns of all of my different spells, just like that. And you can see Fenix absolutely becomes a one-man army, almost. Alright, let's go. I almost ended up losing my expansion there, a little unfortunate. We are a little far ahead here. And actually, oh, the shade ability sort of like activates automatically. Interesting, it's all on autocast. Oh, alright, cool. I think I like this this thing a little better though, for just like straight up damage output.
The enemy will never get past me.
I'll get some immortals here as well as some scouts, just because we can. We're gonna have to fight here though, and this is gonna be a little tricky. Because already the fortress is taking a lot of damage. Now, of course, there's gonna be a bunch of different waves here available, which is a little unfortunate. I think this is sort of like his tanking mode, and the other one is like a much higher damage output kind of mode instead, which seems really good. We do need to make sure that we fight together with Nova, though, because otherwise I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. I'll queue up a bunch of them, as well as a bunch of scouts. Don't wanna lose Fenix here. Actually, I can of course switch to his other Dragoon suit, because that will actually have a different kinds of health, or a different amount of health.
If anyone wants to go and kill a void thrasher,
I'd be much obliged. Dude, so this is looking a little tough. This is looking a little tough. I don't know if we're gonna be capable of doing this. So his health will regenerate, right? While it's in this mode. Alright, we are cleaning up this thing here eventually. But still, there's a lot of units here to fight against. And while we are moving onwards, I wonder if he didn't play a little bit too greedy here in the earlier stages of the game. And less, like, we need to probably focus a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit more focus would make life a lot easier. Okay. So is there an immortal out already? There is. So those just simply have the barrier ability. Of course, they are going to be
Time to play defense.
Purifier units here to begin with anyway. Okay. Let's get this one down. And we really need to try and like simply max out, right? The more units we get, the easier this is gonna be. I'll just queue up a bunch of these upgrades as well. And actually, ooh, these do a lot of work. Alright. Very good.
the rifts are opening. Won't be long before we gotta light up some thrashers.
Yeah, so you can see right here, the armor suit does apparently heal up. By the way, there is a scout right here. So solid, so cool.
Lock and load. It's time to clear out some thrashers.
I should probably get myself a bunch more gateways. Just because I'm realizing here that I'm not able to spend all of my resources. We should clean this up though, but already we're on so much. We're in a lot of trouble here actually.
Starting to burn a hole through the fortress's ceiling. So, you know, that seems bad.
That does seem bad.
These will die before they
Now the scouts are pretty solid. And I'm able to do a bunch of damage here, but the real fight is up this ramp here. And I'm wondering if we've got enough to try and fight over there.
Would you look at that? An archangel.
Alright.
Probably a good idea to destroy it before they can use it.
So that one's gonna be quite expensive. So you can see right now we're starting to run out of gas. Alright, time to pop those cooldowns again. But actually, we currently can't really do a whole lot because I've got no energy on Fenix right here. Alright, it's fair enough though. I wonder if I should send over some detection here as well. Of course, Nova herself is going to be a detector, which is quite nice, but look at the amount of units here. We can switch to a different kinds of armor suit, I suppose, sort of try and dash in between. But the fortress is taking so much damage here already, and this isn't even the final wave.
Serious hits. Clear out those thrashers before it gets too hot.
Ooh, I wonder if he can do it. I wonder if he can do it. We may be able to clean this up, right? And we may be able to do this one, but already Sergeant Hammers' fortress is taking so much damage. Now, the adepts seem awfully powerful. The adepts seem awfully strong. I do want to focus on those a little more, I think. Because they shoot air as well as ground. And they do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Alright, let's focus it down. I love how my army doesn't respond. Not very quickly, anyway. Alright. Trying to get as many of these units out as I can. I wonder if there's going to be an easier way for me to warp in later. Because currently, I don't really seem to have very many options other than warping in at home and trying to, you know, kill it that way. Now, Nova's army is starting to look a little bit more solid, but I think we may need to try this one again.
Boy thrashers ain't letting up.
It's okay, it's okay.
Safe under our watch.
At least it's good practice. We're learning a lot here.
One hell of activating defensive run.
Although I was just talking about Nova's army. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of it remaining anymore. And while I may be capable of cleaning up one of these...
Can't take much more punishment. You gotta do something about those thrashers.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. The next 4 are gonna be activated right now as well. I'm afraid this one is gonna be GG. Oh, so that's how it works. Right there. If I level up right now to level 2, I will unlock the Purifier Conclave, which will allow me an additional structure that allows me to research the AI personality of Protoss heroes. Ah, that makes sense. Here we go again. Here's the plan, okay? We're gonna focus on an army composition based around the Adept as well as the Immortal. I mean, those seem to be 2 really good units together, and of course I can use a bunch of the sentries as well, whatever they are called. I forgot the name of them already. I do want to make sure that I get myself the expansion out faster, though, because in the previous one, I didn't get it until, you know, after killing the very first Thrasher, which was not quite what I have hoped for. So that is one thing right there to keep in mind as well. I want to try and make sure that I get that unit out rather much faster. For that very reason, I'll have to get myself that second pylon much sooner here too, because apparently the Legionnaires are indeed quite pricey. And of course, I'll have to get myself some more gas here as well, if I want to try and make this one work out properly whatsoever. Maybe I could add on some Colossi as well. Colossi would be really solid. It kind of depends though on what we're going up against, if there's that much Scourge as well. Now, by the way, Trupa decided to switch into some Stukofir instead, who is also really powerful at level 1. I'm actually quite impressed though so far about the strength here of Fenix himself. Like the commander himself is absolutely incredible. Seems really strong. Okay, get over there, Legionnaire. Start knocking away at those rocks. We gotta get that down ASAP. But the adepts seem really good too. So I'll try and get myself the expansion out here next. Instead of like the Cybercore and all that shenanigans, I'm just trying to get my expo out faster. I feel like that would be very helpful. Okay. And we'll get ourselves another pylon here as well. And then I will probably be capable of affording the Nexus quite early on into the game. I'll get myself the Cybercore actually. I think I can afford that right now before getting the Nexus started. But this already should make a pretty big difference. And you can see the infested colonist compound and whatnot will already start spawning free units, which is very, very helpful. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel that Zealot even. I don't need it. So actually, the Legionnaires do a lot of damage. The Legionnaires do a lot of work. And I should be capable of spawning Fenix here as well. Very good. He actually doesn't take as long as, like, for example, Zagara, it seems like, to spawn onto the battlefield, which is nice. We get ourselves warp gates. And I'll start, you know, just simply punching out a bunch of these adepts. The adepts seem really good.
Alright, time to punch in. Your objective is to knock down that Thrasher.
My warriors will destroy it at once.
I mean, I'm gonna try. Whirlwind. Super good. Alright. Just trying to add on a bunch of gateways right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be capable of doing this by myself for the time being, but at least my units seem really good. Yeah, so I can't actually get my Protoss hero units out until later. Apparently that's a separate building until you get level 2 on this commander, which is pretty cool. That's gonna be a pretty huge damage spike though. Okay, very good. Getting myself some more of these, and we'll start rallying towards that expansion. Very good. And this should be a much cleaner first, like, kill on the objective. Actually, I should probably switch over right now to this Dragoon suit then, right? Because that damage output is just simply higher. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright.
Void Thrasher eliminated.
We should clean up the front of the second.
Multiple rifts on the field. Gonna have some thrashers to deal with real soon.
I should probably also get some of the sentries going, just to warp in from. Plus, they've got that spell. What exactly was the first spell again? Was it like a damage reduction? Creates a shield that reduces all incoming attack damage. Yeah, that's huge, actually. That's enormous. Alright.
Deploying onto the front line.
Oh, I can cast it like that. Oh, how long does it last? I don't know, but it's... Okay, no, it doesn't last super long. I'm gonna need some more units here, though. Very good. Very good. Don't want to lose Phoenix.
We have an enemy attack inbound.
And I got 2 of those, as well as a forge going. Okay, very good. Yeah, so these bubbles will be really helpful. Wait, so should I cast them on my own units? Oh yeah, no, I should cast them on my own units. I'm actually casting them the wrong way. I should cast them on my own units, just so we can reduce the damage output, or incoming damage, I guess. Just like that. I'm trying here to hold on to the aggression as well. I think this is gonna be fine, right? Yeah, no, that's gonna be totally fine. Very good.
See what additional infestation can do.
I don't really want to lose my units though. I'm kind of
There's your
losing too many of them.
commanders. Show those thrashers who's boss.
So I can put them in facing mode. I'm pretty sure that allows me to warp in. Just like that. And we'll start producing a bunch of mortals. I'm gonna need more units here though. Okay, very good. Okay, a bunch of infested are coming in here. All these units are super high in supply, it feels like. I play quite a bit of Protoss. Normally units are not quite as flimsy. Or, you know, as expensive as these. Oh no, oh no. I need more units over here, I'm afraid. Alright.
Fortress is under fire. If anyone wants to go and kill a void thrasher, I'd be much obliged.
Got immortals coming in now as well. They will be really high in damage output. Actually pushing over these barracks does make a big difference. There we go. Getting a bunch of these. So does that work as well? Can I just reduce the damage here of the... I think it just simply reduces all damage, right? Okay.
A Void Thrasher has been felled.
There we go. That's super good. I'll just keep on warping in more and more stuff. Much better than the first attempt, that's for certain. Alright.
A Void Thrasher has been slain.
We need to start pushing towards the bottom ramp here as well, because otherwise we just simply won't have enough. I'll get some more upgrades here going as well.
The rifts are opening.
Actually, let me chrono boost these things out.
We gotta light up some thrashers.
Okay. You should probably come with us as well here, Mr. Sentry. I'm gonna put you in facing mode instead. And we'll get some more dudes going. I'll wait here for the infested to arrive. There they are. The infested are easily replaceable. I hate to tell you right there, Stukov. I know you always mentioned that you suffered considerable losses and all that, but... So actually, we need to be a little careful as well, because I don't have infinite amounts of energy here. You can see the energy count underneath the Dragoon suit. Alright. We can probably already start pushing onwards once the next wave of infested spawn. Okay.
Lock and load. It's time to clear out some thrashers. Ha-ha!
Very good. Cleaning up here as much as we possibly can. And getting ourselves a bunch more adepts.
Take these void thrashers down pronto.
I'll get myself the robotics bay here too, just because we can.
I believe the enemy wishes to test our defenses.
So if I activate the Dragoon suit right now, and I go into that Arsenal overcharge, right? I can just go ahead and spam abilities here, but you do run out of energy really quickly. It's not like it's gonna be infinite. Apparently there's some aggression here as well.
Look at that. An archangel. Probably a good idea to destroy it before they can use it.
Okay, let me nuke down this final one here as well. I want a micro, man, but the the delay is so significant. It's hard to do. Very good though. Got that one taken care of. I wonder if it's even worth switching into
Man, how many of these thrashers are they gonna send?
into Colossi at this
Get ready
point.
to handle 'em.
Alright, well, we can make a few. I'll get a couple here. Do I have extended thermal lance to research? Yes, I do. Alright. We should get that upgrade. I don't know how long it's gonna take. 90 seconds. It's actually a very long time. I think I'm gonna wait for a little bit to push up here. We've still got a lot of things here. So that's good. I'll actually move over that sentry just a little bit. Put it into a bit of a safe position.
Foes intend to attack us directly.
There we go. The sentries are incredible, or rather the adepts are incredibly good though. Liking those a lot. First Colossi will come out right now. So does that do damage as well when he drops down? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Those shades are pretty solid. And already actually, Stukov is doing a lot of work there. So these are my Colossi. Of course we got that Purifier skin in the multiplayer as well. But they still look really good. I'm going up there. Extended thermal lens is done. I actually don't need these. We'll just start pushing onwards. I ideally want to get a couple more sentries here as well. Conservators, excuse me. But I think that we're going to be capable of cleaning this one up quite nicely here. Because the Void Thrashers haven't even arrived yet. And we're already cleaning out so many of the units here.
Looks like the thrashers have arrived. Let's kick 'em back
Close
to
one.
the void. Looks like there are 3 thrashers left. Time to drop that down to 0.
0! Yeah, I like this unit composition a lot. Now, of course, over the next couple of days, I'm gonna be leveling this guy up, right? I'm gonna be playing him a ton, in particular once he's available in Europe. So that does mean that I'm gonna try each and every one of the unit compositions, and I'll definitely report back to you whichever I found out to be the most powerful. But apparently, it is doable with a level 1 Stukov as well as a level 1 Fenix to complete the missions on Brutal. Nice.
Hell yeah, we made it. Tell you what, next time y'all are in town, I'm buying the first round. And that's a promise. Haha.
So there we have it, our very first mission with Fenix on the brutal difficulty. Definitely a very, very powerful commander, a lot of fun to play. I'm gonna be leveling him up, like I mentioned, to the max level as soon as I possibly can. Now, if you haven't already and you want to see more content about Fenix, do make sure you subscribe so you get a notification as soon as I upload those next videos. And while you're at it, you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to get notifications as well as updates on how things are going. But anyway, other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.